So my name's Aiden O'Beirne. I play Joseph O'Connor, the presenter in the documentary of Dissonance. I met Celine, who produced this film, at Goldsmiths, where we graduated, and I was doing a theatre course there and quickly got involved in a lot of films in societies and going on around the university, a couple of which you can see at the Evil Sheep website, actually, which should be up now, so go and check those out after watching this interview. I think Mould is up there. That's a fun one that you can spot me in. So I've done a fair bit of acting. I've taken shows up to the Edinburgh Fringe over the last couple of years. I've also done a lot of theatre around London and some tours further afield, and that's all been fun. And now I'm working on this film. So I play Joseph O'Connor, who, as I said, is the presenter of Dissonance. He's investigating the case of Simon Wetherby, who is a therapist who's on the run from the law. It was discovered after a tragic conclusion to one of his therapy sessions that he had faked his credentials and had been working with the health service as a therapist for 10 years, influencing a lot of patients' lives, a lot of vulnerable people's lives, without necessarily the authority to do so. And so in Dissonance I will be questioning whether he was right in his actions, and we'll see a lot of different people's point of view as I go around interviewing all sorts of people that Wetherby affected. The Simon Wetherby cult. It's interesting. This is something that we raised as we interviewed people, because the interviews were not scripted. As you've seen on previous sort of material about the film, there were actors given material to build their characters off, and then we'd interview those characters with set questions. And something that came up from all of them, without them sort of talking amongst themselves, was that Simon Wetherby held a massive position of trust amongst them all. Simon Wetherby, they had a lot of faith in him, and all of the things that he said and all of the things that he told them to do, no matter how crazy, how unusual those suggestions might sound to somebody outside of their situation. So yes, I think there is an aspect of, I guess, hero worship that he's built around himself, and that he couldn't have got into the position that he did get into without that sort of faith in him helping to keep him there and helping to push him ever forwards until the shaky foundations that he built himself on end up in a collapse. We spent several days doing interviews with various characters that actors had prepared. And for those shoots, I mostly helped out with the sound on the ones that I accompanied them with, as well as asking questions as Joseph O'Connor, and seeing all of the characters that they had prepared, seeing all of the information that sort of corroborated each other without these actors having got together and planned the story out, really helped to build the world that Simon inhabited and build the character of Simon. And you end up, even though I never met Simon Wetherby, having a great impression of who he was because of how he influenced these people. Stephen and Celine did a big task of making transcripts of all of the footage and turned that into a script. And around the script was built the presenter's sort of way of connecting all of that material together, putting it into a narrative that you can then watch and understand. And it presents an argument, essentially. You see people who are for, people who are against Simon Wetherby's actions, and then it throws the question over to you.